So this is a video looking at zMCARS's ground strokes. So taking a look at it, I was pretty impressed for the most part. You definitely hit the ball very solidly. But you said you were really struggling a little bit with the footwork, and then specifically on that forehand side. And I kind of wanted to take a quick little look. I think in regards to technical changes, there's not much to change on your forehand. Your forehand looks really good. There's only kind of one small thing that I would change, which is during the take back. So you go from here, right? And I want you to look, your racket hand starts at your waist, which is great. And the ball's going to be coming a little bit low. These courts are pretty fast, right? And then look how high your hand comes up, right? Your hand is actually in line with your head, right? So if your hand is in line in your head, you're going to have to now drop it down to get it under the ball, which you do. Great. But then you have to reinitiate that upward trajectory. And if we look here, the ball height is actually not that much higher than your racket height right now. So your ability to generate topspin is actually going to decrease, right? So the lower the racket is comparatively to the ball, the more time you have to have upward acceleration and get topspin on the ball. So that's one. If you want to improve this, right, the thing I would say is when you're bringing this racket back, try not to bring it back up so high, right? You can still get a good amount of downwards gravitational force, right, and kind of relax that hand. You just don't have to bring it up as high. I know Hashanov brings it up pretty high. Del Potro, I think, tended to bring it up pretty high. But we kind of don't want to emulate them in that sense. When you're doing this, I would bring it down maybe a smidge lower. So try to keep your hand a little bit lower so that when you drop down, you can drop down a little bit more. And then the second part here is the legs, right? So looking here, you're hitting this out of an open or semi-open stance. Your legs have very little knee bend to them. That's something we definitely want to improve. So really feel like you're kind of almost like dragging the racket against the ground, right? You're getting low, you're trying. So I want to take a look a little bit about the movement here. The split steps, you every once in a while you do a great one. Like it seems like once you get into the rally, you do actually great split steps. But your heels are like touching here. When you watch like the top players play, their body weight is shifted slightly forward. They have a slight lean to them. Their legs kind of are almost they have this forward lean that allows them to stay on their balls of the feet and actually move explosively. Sometimes they even take a step back so that when they split, they can lean forward a little bit and kind of get their momentum forward again for the next shot. So I don't want you ever to kind of like be planting your heels here. I know it's like the start of the point, but we can do a little bit better with that. Here's a little bit better, but again, you kind of come down onto your heels, and then you're not pushing off this right leg, right? So you're trying to get around this ball. Your left leg is actually the one that steps up, right? You really should be kind of like investing into that energy into your back leg and being able to drive off it, which you're not doing a lot. When you come down with the split, really good players actually, they'll plant here if they're trying to move to the left. They'll plant their right leg a little bit earlier, right? They'll straighten it out just a tad more and then get it so that their left leg is already expanding outwards as they're getting ready to hit the ball. So your split step here looks a little bit actually kind of early. You're kind of landing as this ball is being hit and not kind of coming down as it's coming over. And then just kind of, again, you're a little flat-footed. I want to see a little bit quicker, more explosive movement, and I think that's how we can improve it.